Hey folks, so welcome to today's workout. Today we're going to do a beginner workout and we're going to be doing a mobilize, stretch, and activate workout. So today we'll be focusing 30 seconds on that mobilization, 30 seconds on the stretch, 30 seconds on the activation in each group, and then we'll repeat for 3 rounds. So as we're going through the workout, as always, go at your own pace. So it's your workout. I want to make sure that you get the most out of it. So speed up as you need, slow down and rest as you need. Do what's going to be right for you. While we're going through the workouts, really focus on the technique as well. Okay, we want to make sure that we're getting the most out of the exercise. So dial in that technique. If you need to rest a little bit so that you can keep the technique up at a high level, do that as you need. And then lastly, as we're going through, let's just make sure we have fun as we're going through the workout. So let's get down on the ground. We'll start with our warm-up. We're going to start by mobilizing the hips. So we're down on the ground. We've got a little triangle with the front knee, back legs pulled in behind. My hands are on either side of my left knee here, nice and tall. I'm going to hinge forward from the hip, getting a nice stretch through my left glute there. Okay? You can play with the angle, see where you feel like you get the best stretch as we're dropping down into that. Good. From there, we're going to pop up and we're going to walk our hands away from our feet so we're looking over the left shoulder, okay? And that gives me a nice big stretch through the front of my right hip. So looking over that left shoulder. Good. So from there, we're going to hit the other side now. So we're going to switch legs. It'll be my right leg that's got this little triangle set up here. Left leg's pulled in behind, hands on either side of the knee, nice and tall. I'm going to hinge forward from that hip. Nice stretch through the glutes. Good. Again, play with the angle. Find that position that gives you the best stretch, that gentle stretch. From there, we're going to come up and we're going to walk the hands away from the feet again. Now I'm looking over my right shoulder. Nice big stretch through the front of my left hip. Excellent. So we've got the hips mobilized. We can pop up from there. And we're going to tie in the upper body now. So I'm going to reach back with my right hand. Going to give me a nice stretch through the front of the right chest into the shoulder. And then bring my right elbow forward and lift my left knee to meet it. Okay, so we're kind of getting that stretch through the upper body, but then we're starting to connect the upper and the lower body through the core. Okay, we're going to hit the other side now. So left hand reaches back, elbow to knee. Left hand back, elbow to knee. Awesome. So second mobilization or warm-up's done there. So now we're going to do a lunge. So I'm going to lunge forward with my left leg, land on my left leg, and then I'm going to rotate to my left. Okay? So now we're starting to load the legs, and we're getting a bit of rotation. So some of those core muscles are starting to work in that rotary fashion. Lunge, rotate, drive up. Okay, now we'll hit the other side. So I'm stepping forward, lunge, rotate, driving up, lunge, rotate, up. 2 more. Lunge, rotate, up. Last one here. And drive. Okay, awesome. So that's our warm-up, kind of fired up, ready to go. Our first group of exercises, we're going to have cat to cow. We'll do a child's pose, and then a bent over lat pull down. So we'll be in that bent over position. We'll be focusing on lat pull down, feeling those back muscles work. Okay, so get down on the ground on the hands and knees for the cat to cow, and we're going to get started here in 3 seconds. So I'm going to arch my back, okay, head drops down, and then I'm going to go into full extension. So the belly button drops down, and then I'm looking up towards the ceiling. And I'm just going back and forth between those 2 movements. So we're working on flexion, and then we're working our extension. If you're seeing the one's a little bit tighter for you or a little bit more restricted, you could spend a little more time working on it. And time. So from there, we're going to go into the child's pose. So the hands will go out in front of us. Okay? And then we're just going to sit back into our heels. We're breathing through this. We're thinking about dropping our chest down towards the ground. So it gives us a nice stretch through our lats. And then we're also working on that extension through the thoracic spine. We sit a lot during the day, we tend to get into that flexed position through the upper body, and we can get stuck there, so this is a good one to work on that extension. All right. So then our last one is going to be bent over lat pull down. So we're going to pop up, we're going to hinge forward like so, hands go up, we're going to pull down, almost like we're pulling a rope down or whatever it may be, or pulling ourselves up towards something. Drive those elbows down into your sides. Feel the squeeze through the lats. Feel the squeeze of your shoulder blades together and down away from your ears. And time. All right. So a little breather, and then we're getting ready for our cat to cow again. So we're back down on the ground in that all fours position. Flex. Extend. And time. Rest. Okay, so we're getting ready for our child's pose next. We don't have to move too much. The hands go out in front of us. Start to sit back into the heels. Okay, here we go. Breathe through this, okay? Big breath in. Big exhale. You'll find maybe you sink a little bit more into it as you exhale. Stretching everything out, lengthening on this one. Need to inch your hands a little more forward. All right. And then we're getting up, getting ready for our bent over lat pull down next. So we hinge, hands are up. Feeling that squeeze as we do the pull down. Really keep that spine nice and neutral. And time. All right. So we're back down on the ground. We got one round left of those three. Good. Cat cow. And time. Getting ready for our child's pose next. Sitting back into those heels, nice stretch. Focus on your breathing here, folks. Big breath in, big exhale. You sink into it. Chest pushes down a little bit towards the mat. And time. All right, so we're getting up. And then we've got our bent over lat pull down coming next. Good. Keep that spine nice and neutral. Pull down, feel that squeeze to the lats, and time. Session. Good work. So that's group 1 done. Grab a little breather, grab a drink if you need. Okay. So keep catching your breath there. Group 2, we're going to have a groin side-to-side movement. So like a lateral lunge, we'll just stay in position, moving side to side, stretch the groin. We'll do a hip flexor stretch with reach. So we'll be kneeling, reaching up to extend that stretch all down the side. And then we'll do a reverse lunge, just stepping back, feeling that front leg work. So take a big deep breath. And then we'll get ready for the groin side to side. So here we go, getting a nice wide stance. So kind of like so. And then we're just going to bend at the knee, bend at the hip. This leg stays straight. So that's where we're going to get this stretch, okay? So you come over. You can spend a second or two if you want. And then back to the other side, okay? So it's more about getting that stretch, feeling everything lengthen. You can let the weight come onto that leg, get that nice big stretch. So whatever you feel comfortable with there. Make sure the leg that you're going onto, the foot stays nice and flat. You want even pressure from the front of the foot to the back of the foot. All right, so for the hip flexor, we're going to take a knee. So one leg we're on the knee, the other the foot's out in front. The knee that's down, that's the hand I'm going to reach up, and then I'm going to go forward, okay? So I'm reaching up, I'm lengthening everything down this side. If I want, I can do a little lateral bend, so away, to open that side up even more. So whatever feels best for you. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So again, I go forward, I'm reaching, and if I want, I can tie in that lateral bend as well. And time. Rest. Okay, and then the last one's going to be a reverse lunge, right? So we're just going to be stepping back, weight stays on that front leg, we'll alternate side to side. So I'll show you from the side. So my weight's on my front leg, I drive up through my front leg. Okay, and we're just going back and forth. If you have little dumbbells and you want to use a bit of weight, you can do that. Whatever is right for you, okay? Nice and controlled, whatever depth is comfortable for you. But you're going to feel most of the weight on that front leg. And time. Rest. All right, so we're getting ready for our second round. So it's going to be those groin side to sides, 3 seconds here. So get our little split stance. Going to that side, feel the stretch to that trail leg. And again, going whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, trying to keep that trail leg nice and straight though so you get that stretch. You can spend whatever time in the stretch if you want. If you want to split it up and do half on one side, half on the other, and just hold it, that's totally all right. It's up to you. And time. Okay, so we're getting ready for the groin stretch. So I'll just show from a little bit of a different angle. So knees down, foot's out in front. I'm going to go forward until I feel a bit of a stretch. I can reach up, which makes it a little bit more of a stretch. And then I can do a lateral bend away from that side to increase the stretch even more. And then again, as always, we're breathing through that. So let's switch. We'll hit the other side. Same thing. Forward, feel that stretch. I can reach up. I like to push my palm of my hand towards the ceiling. And time. Rest. Okay, and then we're getting ready for our reverse lunge again here. So I'm actually going to stand on the mat. And I'm just stepping back, driving back up. Okay, so nice and controlled. Make sure that front foot stays flat. Make sure the knee's tracking, as always, in line with the toes. It's not falling in on you, okay? Want that good ankle, knee, and hip alignment. Nice. Good work, good work. Go at your pace. Keep that technique dialed in. Doing great. And time. Rest. Okay, 2 rounds down. 1 left to go on this one. Getting ready for those groin side to sides. Okay, here we go. Stretch. And time.
Rest.
Okay, back down. One knee's down, right, for our hip flexor stretch. Nice and tall. Going forward. If you want, you reach the hand. If you want, you can tie in that lateral bend as well. Okay, we're switching. We're going to hit the other side. Breathing through that. And
Rest.
All right, so getting ready for our reverse lunges again here. Nice and controlled. Feeling that front leg do the work, right? Really focus on that front leg, driving you up. And time. Nice work. So that's 2 groups down, 2 left to go. Again, take your breather as you need. Okay, so group 3, we're going to do arm circles. So just going around circles, mobilizing the shoulder. We're going to do a lying glute stretch. And then we're going to do plank up downs for the core. So down and then up through that movement. Okay. Grab that big breath. One last drink if you need. And then we'll get going with our arm circles here.
Starting session.
Okay, so here we go. Standing. Hands at the sides. We can reach up. I like at the top, your thumbs point back, squeeze your shoulder blades back down and together, okay? So just kind of moving that shoulder through a full range of motion, opening everything up, and get all those muscles around the shoulder working. Now let's go the other way, okay? So we go back and then reaching forward. Back and reaching forward. And time. Okay, so we're going to do our glute stretch. So put my timer down here so I can keep us on track. So on the back, one leg's bent, ankle goes on that thigh. You can either walk the thigh or the foot towards your bum, or if that's not enough stretch, grab the foot, grab the thigh, pull it towards you. And that'll give you a little bit of a deeper stretch to that glute. Okay, and then we'll switch to the other side. Same thing, walk the foot towards bum. If it's not enough of a stretch, grab the thigh, pull it towards you. As always, focusing on our breathing. So big deep breath in, big deep breath out. And time.
Rest.
Okay, and then the last one we got here is our plank up downs, okay? So we're going to start in a plank. We're going to go down to our forearms and then back up into a high plank, okay? Keep your core tight as you're going through this. You go at whatever pace is right for you. But definitely feel the core. We don't want to feel the back at all. If you start to feel the back, you're just going to take a break, okay? Just means you fatigued your core. And time. Okay, so we're getting back up. 1 round down. 2 to go. Getting ready for our arm circles next. I'm going to start going backwards this time to forwards. Okay, we're going the other way now. So back, opening up, down together. And time. Okay, we're back down on the mat, getting ready for our lying glute stretch. So I'm going to grab on, pulling that leg towards me. Okay, we're going to hit the other side. And time.
Rest.
All right, getting ready for our plank up downs, right? So we're gonna get into that high plank here in 1 second. Okay, core stays tight, down, and then back up. Nice. Keep your focus, remember, keep that technique dialed in. Rest as you need. And time. All right, 2 rounds down, we got 1 left to go. Getting ready for our arm circles again. Arms outside, here we go, reach. Moving that shoulder through whatever range it's comfortable with. All those little muscles working around the shoulder joint. And then stretching out all those tight muscles that restrict our movement. Okay, let's go the other way. And whatever range is comfortable for you. And time. Okay, back down on our back for the lying glute stretch. Walk the foot towards the bum or grab the thigh and pull it towards you to where we're feeling that stretch. Okay, we're going to hit the other side. Breathing through that, letting it relax. And time. So then we're getting ready for our plank up down. Last one of that. Here we go into that plank. Move at the pace that's right for you, that gives you the best workout. Almost there. And time. Good job, everyone. So 3 groups down. We got 1 left to go. We can take a little rest. Whew. Doing great, though. I'm feeling better already. Moving a little bit better. Feeling those stretches. They feel really good. Okay. So in our group 4, we're going to do forward folds. Just standing, hinging forward from the hips. Getting a nice stretch all through the back side of the body. Focusing on that mobility. Then we're going to do tricep stretch, so focusing on the triceps. And then our last one's going to be a hip hinge with rear delt fly. So we're going to hinge forward. We'll get the back of the legs working to help hold us in that hinged position. And then we'll be doing that fly to hit the back of our shoulders, muscles in between our shoulder blades, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started. So forward fold. So we're just standing nice and tall. I'm going to reach up. I'm going to fold forward from the hip. I'm going to let the weight of my body stretch out that backside a little. And then I'm going to walk up and do it again. Okay? So we're just repeating that movement. You can hold, like I said, a bit of time in that forward fold. Help stretch everything out. You'll find you're going to get a little lower probably each time. And time. Okay, so tricep stretch. We're going to take our hand. So with my right hand, I'll put it on my right shoulder. Take my left hand, and I'm just going to push that elbow up and back, whatever's comfortable, to get that stretch to the tricep. Even get a little stretch to your lat on this one, to that whole shoulder kind of area. Okay, that's good. We'll hit the other side. Same thing. Pushing it up and back. So that's what it's going to look like from the side. Got my hand on my shoulder blade. And time. All right. And our last one is hip hinge rear delt fly. So we're going to hinge forward. Back should be nice and neutral here. Hands are hanging, and I just like the back of your hands to go up towards the ceiling on this one. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, getting that posterior delt. And time. So again, with that one, no low back. Shouldn't feel your low back. If you do, you just want to stand up, try and reset it to neutral. Make sure you're not feeling low back with that. Okay, getting ready for our forward folds again here. So again, we're hinging. Weight of the body helps us stretch things out, then back up. Good, and you go whatever range is comfortable for you again with this one. And time. So get ready for that tricep stretch again. 10 seconds, catch our breath. All right, hand goes on the back of the shoulder. Pushing that elbow up and back to get that stretch. Good, we'll hit the other side. So the other hand goes on the back shoulder, pushing up and back. Nice stretch all through there. Again, you can focus on your breathing through this. And time.
Rest.
So take that breather, and then we're going to get set for that rear delt fly again. So get ourselves positioned, hinging forward, nice flat back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And it kind of opens up your chest, right? So we're counteracting some of those issues you run into when we're sitting, doing a lot of work in front of us. Tend to get tight on the front side of our body, a little bit stretched out and weak on the back side. So here, we're really targeting those upper back, those muscles that really help our shoulder stay healthy. All right. Two rounds down there, 1 round to go. Whew. Okay, getting ready for our forward folds. Reaching up. Good, keep it up. Okay, get ready for the tricep stretch next. Hand goes on the shoulder, push that elbow back. Good. Everything lengthened there through the tricep and the shoulder. Okay, we hit the other side. Again, lengthen everything, pushing the elbow up and back. Just where you get that gentle stretch. And time. So we're resting.
Rest.
And then we'll do our last one of those bent over rear delt flies. So we hinge. Feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Good, at the top, you can really think about the shoulder blades squeezing together. Don't let your shoulders shrug up towards your ears. They just kind of stay where they are. And time. Awesome. So that was it. That's group 4. Great work today, getting through that workout. If you need a drink, grab it, and then we're going to do a little cool down now, okay? Stretch things out, cool ourselves down. So let's start with quad hip flexor stretch. So you grab on to chair, wall, desk, whatever, to get a little bit of support. Pull your heel towards your bum, hip goes forward. Feeling that nice stretch through the front of your hip there. While we're going through this, again, always focus on that breathing. Bring the heart rate down, bring the respiration rate down. Okay, we'll hit the other side now. So grab that foot, pull it towards the bum, push the hip forward. Breathing through that. Great. So now we're going to do a lat stretch. So we're going to reach our hands up, grab our right wrist with our left hand, lean over to the left. You're going to feel a little bit of that stretch through the right side, through the lat, all down through here. A few big deep breaths. And the hand can drop down in front. We'll hit the other side, reaching up, hinging over. Let that drop down in front. Good, and then we're just gonna finish with some neck circles, okay? Kind of mobilize the neck, stretch it out, right? So chin's gonna drop down to the chest. Take our left ear to our left shoulder. Rotate the head back so you're looking at the ceiling. Right ear drops over to right shoulder. And then back to the middle. Let's repeat. One more. Okay, folks, now we're going to go the other way. So the chin's down, right ear goes to the right shoulder. Looking up. Left ear to left shoulder. And back to the middle. Let's repeat that 2 more times. And that's great. As you're going through that, you may notice, some of those muscles on the back of the neck a little tighter, a little stiffer, right? If we're looking, at a computer, at a cell phone, whatever it may be, a lot of the day, those muscles may get overworked because our head's kind of not in that proper alignment. Just when we're sitting, try and be aware of that, right? Don't be leaning forward, making these do all kinds of extra work. Get that chin tucked over your spine so muscles can be a little bit more relaxed as we go throughout our day. So that's it. Great work today. That's our beginner workout for today. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. You've done something amazing for your body now, so take care, enjoy the evening, and then we'll see you back again soon. Bye, everybody.